Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Rant and Chill. On this channel, I like to rant and I like to chill. Here we're going to be chilling. No. We're going to be ranting a little bit. We're ranting, talk about the MrBeast blindness video. A little old, a little dated, a little late, but there's an interesting article we're going to get into. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you press the like button, share, subscribe. I think most people like the more chill reaction videos, but this is interesting to me, why I do it. So, in case you forgot, MrBeast, which you know who he is, I think he did a really great service, a really good, public good, I should say, by helping to, cure blindness for a lot of people. And he received some backlash, which is weird. People saying that it's kind of grifty or it's bad. It's not. It's I don't know. Coming about ethics and the morality of it, of curing people's blindness. Be like, oh, because he turned it into a video. It's like, well, yeah, there's that part of it that's going to happen, but I mean, he put up his own money to do that, and a lot of people making those complaints. What are they doing with their money? Are they offering to take care of people's blindness or any other disabilities? Are they doing that? No, they're just complaining. They're sitting on the chair complaining, holding on to their pennies, holding on to their dollars and their wallets with a clenched fist, while saying that it should be the government that does it. Meanwhile, failing to realize that even with government healthcare, it's not going to happen, and if it does happen, it's a long waiting period, and you may even have to pay on top of that. Just speak with anybody who actually receives government healthcare. Like, you can talk to people in Canada, you can even talk to people in the States, in the U.S. that are on Medicaid and Medicare. It doesn't cover everything. There's a lot of things it doesn't cover at all. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. And because in this article here, it says, it tries to make the argument that MrBeast, by curing blindness, is ableist. That the video, the MrBeast video, is ableist in nature and is wrong. Okay. But also point out that this article is completely pointless, and at the end, I don't know, it's like what was the point of all of it? Just to complain, because even the writer seems to acknowledge that it's actually kind of a good thing to cure blindness, so that they could see the things that they weren't able to see before, all the wonderful things. Watch. All right, so recently, megastar creator MrBeast posted a video to his YouTube in which he spotlights numerous blind and visually impaired people who have undergone a surgical procedure that cures their blindness. As of this writing, the video has been viewed over 76 million times, and the responses have been visceral in both praise and contempt. For his part, MrBeast has taken to Twitter to publicly bemoan the fact that so many are so angry at him for putting on what amounts to a publicity stunt. It's an expensive publicity stunt, and you know what? Even if it was a publicity stunt, it's not like he's not doing any good, right? He's doing some good with it. Anyway, the truth is straightforward. The video is more ableist than altruistic. Oh, really? See, I've seen this before. In certain sectors on Twitter. Like, if you say that being blind or being hearing impaired is like some sort of disability, some people really take offense to that and be like they act like you're trying to I don't know, place some sort of superiority over them, but really you're just explaining, no, man, I mean, you're blind, or you can't hear, is there a way would you want to get that fixed? I mean, it's weird, but it kind of goes into it here. Anyway, before delving into the many layers of the video is troublesome, it's important to issue a caveat. However, problematic MrBeast's premise in producing the video, the people who participated, the patients and their doctors, should not be vilified. Well, yeah, because they made the decision. They chose to do this. They made the decision to go through with the surgery of their own volition. The reasoning behind making the choice goes far beyond the scope of this article. Wait, so you're going to tell me that people actually trying to reach out to the doctors and the people involved in the video to be like, how dare you fix your blindness? That is so weird. That is just so greasy. That is so just, it's like crabs in a bucket just pull people down. It's like, no, you could stay in your hole. Okay. In the broadest lens, the biggest problem with wanting to cure blindness is that it reinforces a more superiority of sorts by those without disabilities over those who are disabled. You got that? You got that sentence? See? So if you want to cure blindness, then you are if you want to cure blindness, you're saying you're morally superior to those who are blind and they're broken and need to be fixed. That's wrong. That's a wrong way of thinking, apparently. That's problematic. Really? That's weird. You mean they don't want it? I mean, if someone wants to remain blind, they can remain blind. I mean, they could choose to participate, in the surgery or whatever, in the operation to have their blindness cured. But wanting to do that, wanting to cure blindness or wanting to cure deafness, that's not bad. How's that a bad thing? How's that a bad thing at all? It goes on. Although not confronted nearly as often as racism, sexism, systemic ableism is pervasive through all parts of society. The fact of the matter is, the majority of abled people view disability as a failure of the human condition. As such, people with disabilities should be mourned and pitied. Hold on. Like, it is a way a failure of the human condition, but it's like, if you're born disabled, like, to whose fault? I mean, there's no real fault there. Not really. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, there's pity. Like, when I see disabled people, I do feel kind of sad about it. Because in one way, it's like there's a lot of hardship there put onto them for no reason other than that it was no fault of their own, and they have to go through a lot more hurdles and obstacles in life. And they may not be able to do any of the things I'm able to do or you're able to do because of their limitations. Maybe they're so disabled all they can really do is sit in a chair, and they need like hand-over-hand assistance all the time for everything they do. Yeah, there's going to be pity there. It's okay to have that emotion. You may feel sorry for them. You may actually feel like you're sorry for them and really concerned about them. That's okay. That's an okay feeling to have. You may even feel, especially if you see like the caregivers really do a good job with them, you might feel kind of hopeful about it. There's some good feelings associated with that. But, I mean, this is weird. The fact of the matter is, the majority of abled people view disability as a failure of the human condition. As such, people with disabilities should be mourned and pitied. Well, I think you forgot to put, like, taken care of. Like, not in that way. Provided with assistance to help their life. For accessibility and all. But is that wrong? Would it be ableist to provide someone who can't walk a wheelchair? Would that be ableist? Because I mean, their failure is that their legs don't work, they're paralyzed. So should you give them a wheelchair, or is that a problem? It's so silly. I mean, it's weird. You think about it, because people that are deaf, they can't hear, or maybe they have impaired hearing. They get technology, they get devices, hearing aids to help them hear. So how is that any different than getting a pill or an operation that will help them hear? Imagine someone, like in this case, being blind, and there was a way to some sort of technological advancement, some sort of device that they could put over their eyes, and it does work. How would that be any different than going on a surgery to where you can see. It's so goofy. Like they're complaining about nothing really. And even his own article points that out. Watch. Let me finish this though. The fact of the matter is, the majority of able people view disability as a failure of the human condition. As such, people with disabilities should be mourned and pitied. More pointedly, as MrBeast stated in the video's thumbnail, disabilities should be eradicated, cured. Yeah, if you could cure all disabilities, that would be great. How's that a bad thing? How's that a bad thing? He's not saying the people need to be eradicated. He's saying you can help these people. How is that bad? You want people to be impaired? You want people to be disabled? Like, what? Oh, man. On one level, that's what I'm getting for this article. Like the writer here wants people who are paraplegic to stay and remain paraplegic. The people who are so disabled that all they could do is be in a chair and be tube fed. Guess what? Even if there was a medical way to cure you, to eradicate your disability, and where you could actually live a fulfilling life, no. The writer of this article wants you to remain in that state. That seems wrong. That seems real wrong. On one level, disability being viewed as a failure of the human condition is technically correct. That's why disabilities are what they are. The body doesn't work as designed in some ways. If disabilities were computer software, engineers would be tasked with finding and fixing the bugs. See, this article, it's aware that this argument is silly. In fact, we're about to get to, we're going to get... I'm not reading all this. Let me show you something. We're going to go right here to really point out. Okay. Yet the human body isn't some soulless, inanimate machine that requires perfection in order to work properly or have value. I've been subjected, now inserting the writer's own issue here. I've been subjected to a barrage of harassment on Twitter since tweeting my thoughts on MrBeast video because it's a dumb statement. In between calls for me to imbibe a bottle of bleach, most of them have been hurling retorts at me that question why I would want to fix or cure what prevents people from living what ostensibly is a richer, fuller life, because blindness would be gone. A blind person, they said, could suddenly see the stars, a rainbow, a child's smile, or whatever other romantic notion one could conjure. I mean, that's true. So you are aware that it can't be good, but you want to pretend that it's just bad. You want to complain about nothing. You want to turn a molehill into a mountain. I mean, we're just arguing about nothing here. Like, I think they're looking for some sort of clickbait thing. How can we frame MrBeast's video as horrible and problematic and ableist? Like this author here, this writer, Alexander Shatov, wants blind people to remain blind. That's what I'm getting. Hey, if you're blind, don't fix your blindness. If you do, that's ableism. Okay, you have a disability, but remain disabled. That's what. Is that not the takeaway here? Elizabeth Barrett Browning would be proud of the way I count the ways in which this myopic perspective lacks perspective. Oh, okay. Let's read a little more. For one thing, the doctors shown in the video aren't miracle workers. Okay? There is no all-encompassing cure for blindness. If the people who participate in the surgery have had their lives changed for any better by regaining their sight, more power to them. Well, of course they have. What do you mean they're not miracle workers? They're doing a lot. What are you talking about? That said, we know nothing of their visual acuities before the operation, nor do we know anything but the long-term prognosis of the vision. Well, their vision was impaired before. They weren't able to see, and now they can see. Okay. Oh, okay. So now you would just want to say, oh, but it probably wasn't even real, guys. It wasn't even real. At the fundamental level, MrBeast's video is inspiration porn. Oh, I'm so sorry that you can't handle that inspiration. Mainly to portray able people as the selfless heroes waging a war against the diabolic villain known as disability. Okay, guy, this is fiction. You are writing nonsense here. Like this is just diarrhea on a screen. This is just okay. This paragraph looks a little interesting. I have multiple disabilities due to a premature birth. Most people know me as a partner, brother, or cousin, and a friend who loves sports, likes to cook, listens to rap music, and distinguished journalist. I don't want to question that. Everyone in my orbit is well aware of my disability, but none judge me solely based on them. They know me. So, if this person could cure their disability, whatever it is, would they not do that? If they don't want to do it, that's up to them. But like, if other people do, that's fine too. And it's not ableist to say that. It's not even ableist to make this video. It is inspiring. It's saying, hey, guess what? There's hope. Guess what? There is a cure out there. And yes, it does cost a lot of money. And you know what? They got lucky that MrBeast took the bill on that because, I mean, your insurance may or may not cover it. Your government health care is probably not going to cover it. And if it does, it's going to be a long wait. But good luck on that. I don't think it covers it. So this is someone really, really complaining about nothing. It's like they're mad that they weren't given the I guess the on the house on the MrBeast tab treatment to have their own disability cured. You know, a lot of people who don't like what MrBeast does, it seems to come from a place of envy. It really does. Envy. I notice other like streamers, they seem very envious. Like, why did MrBeast do that? He can't do that. That really puts me on the spot. That really shows that I'm full of crap. I talk about all this stuff, but I can't do anything, even though they're sitting on their own pile of cash and just not wanting to use it for help. Like, if you want to enact change in the world and make the world a better place, do so with your money, man. If you have the money to do it, sure. Anyway, I think all this article here, it really shows that it's just they just want to complain. They want to complain. They're jealous. They're envious, and it shows, man. Anyway, y'all take it easy and have a good one.